Welcome to the Raw Men Podcast.
It's raw. It's raw. It's real. Okay.
What? Are we doing another episode?
I'm
Bro.
so sorry, dude.
You give me no warning.
And we're back. We're still eating the sub. It's been a week and we're still eating it. That's what you did.
We haven't left this chairs. That's why we're in the same clothes. Some people consider it disrespectful to
Eat in
with
front
your-
of others?
or talk with your mouth full.
I don't.
I consider it disrespect to food to not do that.
Do you know?
I don't know the Heimlich, so
Do you know that in Japan, they actually encourage you to make noise when you eat their ramen?
why?
Because it's a sign of saying that it's really, really good. It's a sign of respect, saying like, oh, hey, I really like your food, and that's why I'm sipping really hard on it. Sorry.
That makes sense because they also
We have no
take it a
napkins.
disrespect. You telling me this now?
Well, you didn't bring it.
Bruh, I'm about to grab I'm about to change it to a sweater and use my t-shirt right now.
Do it.
But it's also a sign of disrespect to leave your plate clean. You're supposed to leave a bite or two on the plate to say that it was so good, but you just couldn't finish it all.
They would hate me.
So that goes hand in I know. Excuse me. But that goes hand in hand with what you're saying, you know? It's like to smack your lips like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best," you know? And the same thing with like leaving some food on the plate where it's just like, "No, I'm just too full." Oh, your sandwich is that like milk?
It's mayonnaise.
Damn. But yeah, bro, you basically won. Look at how much I have left and look how much bro has left. Like, let's compare sizes.
That's not what he meant.
I know what I meant. Are you gonna take another bite? That's not fair. We haven't compared. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Never mind.
When I went to Japan, it was really hard. I'm sorry, there's a lot in my mouth. I mean, anyways, when I was in Japan, it was hard to find food that I liked because I didn't know what to get. And for the longest time when I first went there, I actually sat down and ate Korean barbecue thinking it was Japan barbecue. And I was like, oh, this is so good. Japan barbecue is so good. And they gave me the weirdest noodles. I was like, these noodles are cold. I don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. So after that, I really didn't like the noodles or whatever. And then, okay. And then I would just go to store. And I could not find anything I liked. So guess what I did?
What?
I went to American restaurants. But I gotta say, their KFC is super good. And also their McDonald's. Okay, I think this is gonna be the last bite I eat. And I'm out. Who thinks I can do it? They're looking at my lettuce. On my lip.
All you can hear is like our breathing.
I know, because we're struggling. Anyways, guys. Sorry for I'm really sorry. If you guys don't like us eating, I'm sorry.
Come back to the next episode where we will not be eating.
We might be halfway done with it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pause.
Yeah, put it on the side. You're good.
My chest hurts now. I think I ate way too
Dude,
fast.
look how shiny my hands are. Does anyone see that? Oh, whoa, it's white.
Oh,
Dude, I don't know what they put on it. I want to do this so badly.
me too.
Or on this.
No. We're just gonna have to talk with our hands. It's huge.
I think they call it the gargantuan.
I thought it was an Italian nightclub.
Yeah, no, but
Oh, my chest.
it's literally 16 inches. It's
Stop
literally
laughing.
it's literally 16 inches long. Is what they say, but I think that's way bigger than that. Thank you, Jimmy John's, for that sponsorship. I'm kidding. He needs Chelsea compulsions. Dude, is that what happens when you eat too much?
Yeah.
Really? You must have ate too much. What'd you
My
eat too
breathing
much?
gets out of like sync. And it
Oh,
feels like a
you have
sharp
heart
pain.
conditions.
I thought, okay, I'm fine.
Meanwhile, he tries to not die.
I'm just gonna.
So how's the gym going?
I have life insurance, so it's okay.
I don't. Sad. You know, if you have life insurance, I feel like it's a way of you saying that you're gonna need it later.
You're gonna what?
That you're gonna need it later. You're projecting that out in the universe. You're literally manifesting the fact that you're gonna need life insurance.
So I thought about that.
I thought about it for the longest time.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I'm a huge believer. Ginger?
Ginger? Okay, I'll stop.
Stop copying me.
I'm
No,
not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it.
I forgot I had that in my hand, so I just freaking comb my hair. Bro.
Ew, no wonder you look so greasy. I'm still greasy though.
Footloose.
I
Footloose.
think it's a mayonnaise.
The movie?
Is that?
The Footloose song
that's-
is in
No,
Grease?
it's not. It's in Footloose, the movie. You weirdo.
Okay, you're gonna edit this out. Right?
Wow.
Okay, so
Wow.
as I was saying,
Uncultured swine.
what was I saying?
You were saying something about Footloose.
No, before
Grease.
them.
Oh, man, I don't know, man. You're asking the wrong person.
Dang it.
Do you ever get that? Like, okay.
I got lost.
So I have the biggest issue. I can't breathe through my nose sometimes. Like, and I struggle so hard. Like, I've seen these videos where these guys stick their fingers up their nose and they crack it open. Or like they do like the chiropractic and they push down.
Your
because,
algorithm is something else.
dude, I got something. Well, I need stuff to breathe right? Because I think it's the biggest part of why I snore. My nose. I can't get enough air where I have to like use my mouth.
You tried those strips?
I have. Dude, I've tried strips. I've tried the sprays.
Have you slept slightly upright?
Yep. Thank you, doctor. Thank you for the obvious. It's like saying, doctor, this hurts when I do this. The doctor's like, don't do that then. Like, thanks, doctor. Thanks. Yeah, he just won't do it. But yeah, no, that's my biggest issue. And I'm like thinking like, well, how can I breathe better? There's got to be. So, and then it got me into this like kind of like path of like, wouldn't it be cool if AI was smart enough to be like, hey, to diagnose us, be like, hey, your breathing's actually 75%. We can improve it by doing this. Or, you know, like diagnose it like a car. Like, oh, we need to do this, like that, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
So any problem, like, we would have, like, the check engine light. It's like, hey, this is how you fix it. Like, that'd be great.
That reminds me of an episode of Black Mirror.
What's that?
So there's an episode of Black Mirror where they supposedly...
What's Black Mirror? Tell me.
You don't know Black Mirror?
I don't know what that is.
Black Mirror is a series on Netflix that gained a lot of popularity a couple years back.
Not with me.
Your algorithm is weird, so definitely not you. Just kidding.
Cheers.
But it basically is a collection of episodes that are not really in correlation with each other. All they have in common is that it's about what they believe the future will be in all different facets of life in regard to technology. So you'll have an episode that's kind of apocalyptic, another one that's based on like how to imprison people, what the dating life will be like in another one, what the afterlife will be like in the other one. And they're all produced and directed by different groups of people.
Interesting.
Really phenomenal. So there's one episode specifically where it's the future. It primarily focuses on this hospital. And they come up with technology where the doctor can touch the patient where they feel the pain. And the doctor can then feel the exact pain that the patient has. So that way they know, because you know how they describe, oh, is it like in front or here, whatever. It eliminates that. And that way the doctor can address them quicker. And at first, it's a great success. This doctor who does it as a trial thing, he's able to help and cure and fix a lot of these people. However, he realizes that somebody in one instant is basically momentarily dead.
Ooh.
And he gets like
but
this,
he's still talking.
but he's still there, and he feels what they feel. So they're like, doctor, doctor, and they like are trying to shake him to make sure he's all right. And luckily, they shake the patient and get him back into like
Life
consciousness.
form. Yeah, consciousness.
And bro's like, oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. And they bring him back to life, like good and healthy. However, he finds that he gets like a rush out of it.
Oh.
And he slowly begins to get addicted.
Ooh.
So that as the time progresses, these very severely injured people,
He likes
ill
it.
people.
It turns him on.
Yes.
Weirdo, dude.
And here's a wild part is that the nurses and people around him, his staff, are like, why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you He's like, no, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And he waits for them to...
That sounded so bad.
But he waits for them to have a moment of death. And they're like losing the patient. And they're like, doctor, doctor. And he's like, no. And he gets like, it eats him up alive, the addiction. So he like loses a lot of weight. He looks like a skeleton. He's like a ghost of himself. Until finally they have to kick him out of the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Because he's just lost his job, but he keeps like trying to come back in. And he's just like forever addicted to that rush. Because that's the highest high, as he describes it. The highest high that you can feel is basically a near-death experience.
So, is this real?
No, this is a series about the future of technology in the medical field.
That's crazy. Huh.
So, like, it shows, Black Mirror just shows, like, the good things that we intend them to be good, but how they can go awry.
It's like how people get addicted to drugs as well. Mm-hmm. Except they always try to find that higher high, and then they lose their control.
Yes.
Eventually. Interesting. So he became a drug addict with near-death experiences.
Mm-hmm. And nobody saw that coming, which is so wild. It's so eerie. But I would imagine, like, the rush.
I want to know who directed this.
You would imagine just, like, if you start kind of just letting it simmer a little bit in your head, and then you compare it to people that skydive, people that, like, are adrenaline junkies. You kind of realize,
I wonder
it kind of falls into that field.
Is it like a neuron kind of thing? Like, it just releases, what do they call it? It releases...
Dopamine?
Dopamine, that's what it is. And they like it, that's why. Just like how we ate those subs, that gave us dopamine because we liked it. Yeah? Yeah.
It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
It makes me feel like I want to puke because I ate too much of that.
Really?
Not the sandwich. The sandwich is great. I can eat the whole thing, but if I wouldn't have drank the Celsius, I would have been fine.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And then a mixture of it in my body trying to be like, okay, do we decompose the sandwich or do we like get the high of the caffeine, you know? And that obviously Celsius has other stuff in it.
Because the food will like
poop.
bring you down. What?
The poop, remember?
The
Scrape
sewers,
the poop off.
don't say poop.
They
We just finished
scrape it.
eating.
They scrape it off and they put it in the can. The ramen children found the ramen podcast. And now did you see when it hit me? You saw the Celsius when it hit me. It just hit me. Ugh, I feel like I can run a marathon. Gosh dang it! All right, let's go. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Start recording.
Go. Oh, we got 15 more minutes. We're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you seen that scene yet?
What scene?
The
No.
oh my.
All I got is just you doing it. So that's all I need.
I'm all you need.
No.
Oh.
Get out of here. Just leave.
Okay.
Good.
No, I was just kidding.
Smells like Jimmy John's. It does. A little bit.
Because like tiny, like
fragments.
little spit. Yeah.
For the longest time, in a world far away. Not kidding. For the longest time, it just sounded like it. Sorry. For the longest time, I don't know if you ever watched the Mythbusters, right?
Yes.
But for the longest time, I believed everything they said was myth busted, blah, blah, blah. And I would believe it, right?
Wait.
We talked about this before, I think, a while back, but it just gave me something like that I struggle with.
You're the one who actually presented it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I struggle with this. I struggled for a long time. I'm over it now, but I struggled with it for a long time about washing your hands and then drying it with the air, right? And then the reason why that's not good is because the air supposedly when it goes down, it makes more bacteria go up and it hits your hands. So it's actually better to dry your hands, right? And I'm like, is it true? It's just and I've been doing that the whole time. I've just been drying my hands with napkins, right? The day that I stopped was when I was in Japan, because Japan doesn't believe in napkins or air. This is all you got.
They just hold their breath the whole time. Just kidding.
No, but literally that was a wake up call. I was like, okay, where do I have my hands? But then I realized my hands are gonna touch everything else. So why do I care about the bacteria?
What?
Right?
No.
Like if you touch your skin, you have bacteria regardless. You can't escape it. It's always gonna be there.
Right?
Exactly. So eventually you're gonna hit it. You're gonna touch it. It's gonna get in your mouth. You're gonna wipe your face like that, and it's getting. Your beard has more bacteria than your freaking hands. And you're like, that's why I don't have a beard. But your hair as well. So then I started thinking, like, you know what? I'm gonna break this curse, the curse of the Mythbusters. And then I just decided to use. I used both now.
I thought you were gonna say you use neither.
No,
you
no,
just go out and use all like
No,
your
just-
hands all wet.
Yeah.
Just like,
no, I use
hey.
I use the air and then I use a napkin to dry it and I'll throw it in the trash. And I'm good. Yes. I'm info dumping.
I think. I had a big old long conversation about that after you said like, it's like autism or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I had a long conversation with my friend who is
Autistic?
like on the spectrum. And we had
But I thought he had ADHD.
ADHD.
That's not autism, is it?
His
For the record, really quick, we don't think autism is a disability.
Correct.
We think autism is like superpowers.
That's exactly what he said. He said it's a superpower.
Yeah.
Sir,
Sir, madam.
NEUROSPICY, and his wife is more on the autistic part of the spectrum.
Okay.
He's more on the ADHD.
Okay.
So he was talking to me, and he's like comparing and contrasting, and I just started telling him he would ask me these questions, and I'm like, this is how I see the world, and
Interesting.
this is how I
Okay.
see certain topics. He's like, oh, do you think this? I'm like, yeah. Do you assume this? Yeah. Well,
That's
what
you.
about this?
He's saying
I'm like,
he's saying that
bro.
to you, right? Okay.
And I'm like, dude, how does he know these things?
Mm.
And they're so weird. I thought they were like things that I just overthink in my head.
Okay.
I overanalyze. I'm a
Okay.
people pleaser. And I thought, okay, that's just it. But no, he's like, look into it, read into it. And I left that conversation. It must have been like an hour. I left that conversation thinking
Like a chained woman.
I've got to, what?
No, keep going.
I've got to really look into this because it's wild that so many things that he said were just spot on. And I thought
Ooh.
it was just unique to me because I'm a weirdo.
Can you give an example of one of the unique things that you do?
Okay.
Give
So
an example.
one of the things is that
Yes.
I can't just leave a conversation. I can't simply make an exit. So I tend to
Stick around.
I stick around both in text messages, in calls, and in person. And I've been trying actively to not.
dude.
However, it's difficult because I feel like if you want to exit the conversation, make it painfully clear that there is an end to this conversation. There's a structure. For a reason.
How would it end?
It's like, okay, I have to go do this or point out to whatever exit that you're going to be.
Now
going
that
to.
okay, so I think I know what you mean. Because you've done it to me like in the last 2 days, you've done it to me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm like busy. You see that I'm busy, yet you still talk. And instead of like taking the hint and knowing like, hey, I want to listen to you, but I can't right now, you just keep talking and you just go loud and you're like, like that. And I'm like, gosh, dang it. What's going on, my friend? I'm like, yeah, hey, dude. Like, now you're going to think about it. Like, oh, crap. I know exactly when that happened. But I realize that you do that. And there are some times where I've noticed people who are just like, they're just like, yeah, I can't talk right now. And they just go. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't get offended. It's just that their brain can't work hearing one thing and then focusing on their routine. And when they are able to take a break, then they do it. Then they talk. They can't work and talk. They're not great multitaskers. Yeah. I do that sometimes. I don't lose track of time just because people around my back. And I notice it. I'm always aware around who's around me. Because if I don't, then, you know, when I am the most vulnerable is when I am at home. Because I don't put a defense. I don't do it. But I know when to put it. So I just like relax. I can actually relax here. You can't relax at work. Kidding me?
Right.
But yeah, going back to what you were saying, like, yeah, you do that. I see that.
And the problem for me that keeps me there is not that I don't feel like I'm being inconsiderate.
Right.
Because that thought does come up in my head, like how considerate of me afterward. However,
Wait.
my focus.
You say that you're considerate?
Inconsiderate.
Oh, okay.
I leave that conversation thinking like,
I'm so
dang
inconsiderate.
it! Like realize like all of this information, the visual information.
I'm a piece of garbage. My name's Oscar. Are you?
No.
Why are you gay? Okay, I'll bleep that out. Sorry, I just had to. I've been watching a lot of his videos. Okay,
So
I love that guy.
like so for me it's just I'm too hyper focused instead of reading the visual cues.
Wait, hyper focus on them or what you want to say?
No. No. This is where I'm getting to is that
Huh?
instead of soaking in the visual information, like I could just simply by looking at your body language, I should be able to assume like, oh, he's busy, he's turning it away,
right.
doing all this thing. What I'm up here doing is I'm overthinking because I don't like an empty conversation. I feel like I get anxious if there's too much quiet, and I then think like, okay, how can I lead this to end the conversation? But then there's sometimes where I want to say something, but I think, oh, but I need to provide this context in order for them to understand and be in the same mind frame that I am, so that they can take in this exact information. And so all of this is happening, and I'm too hyper focused here to be taking in the visual cues in front of me. So
Did you get the visual cues now? Like, no, he didn't.
I was getting.
Oh God, no. I get you. I get it. That's your.
Yeah.
It's your little world you live in, man. That's great. That's great, bro.
No.
I will remember that for next time. I will be like, hey, bro, you can stop. I will tell you that. Because if you don't tell them, like you'll feel bad. I don't want you to feel bad.
Right.
I honestly don't care. You walk away, cool. You're obviously at work. You're busy. I get it. You're fine. We can continue this conversation later. Or I've actually had some people who had a lot of time and they just leave. And it's like, did I do something? Why did you leave like that? Or their facial expression. Oh, dude, I see it all the time. Their facial expression is just like this, and they'll go like this. And it's like, are you okay? But you don't want to say it, obviously, but they just blank out. And I instantly know what they just did. They're thinking about what they were just talking about and try to gather what they said, and then they just lose focus. And then they just like, okay, bye. They just leave. I'm like, I notice way too much. But that's why I care a lot. That's why, because I've always had that thing like where I can teach. I'm a really great teacher. I can probably teach you a bass in like 30 minutes. You can easily play a groove. Why? Because I know how your brain's gonna see it and how you think. Why? Because I do visual, and also I look at your expressions. I also look at how you talk. I also look at your facial expressions. And if I see something connect, I'm like, oh, I know what he needs, and I automatically do it. And then that's how you learn. That's how I taught my wife how to play piano.
That's wild.
And I don't even know how to play piano. Yeah, that's how good I can teach you any instrument, and I don't know how to play it. But my brain works on that level where I can just see how you can do it, and I'm like, oh. But I have a really great musical ear, so it's completely different. And that's how we do it. Episode 19.
Oh my gosh.
Is that 19?
Was this
19?
like a therapy session?
A little bit. After eating all that sandwich, what'd they put in it?
Raw therapy.
Truth serum. What'd you put in this? Whoa, everything's whoa. Whoa.
I don't think there will ever be a truth serum.
There already is.
No.
Oh, dude, you don't know.
No
nothing.
way.
Let's go down that rabbit hole. On the next time on the Ramen Podcast, we go down the rabbit hole of truth serum.
It just blacks out and says to be continued.
gotta do it. And that's how you. No, I'm kidding. Did I say that? I didn't say that's how you start episode 19. Is this 19?
Yes.
19.
Wait, we did, but we had our mouth full
Yes.
from the subs.
The subs.
Because we started with the eating of the subs.
Don't forget to subscribe and like. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Likey.
Yes, likey.
I don't even know why. You think TikTok's gonna go down? You think?
At this point, I don't think it matters because all of the attention has gone over to Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts.
Really?
That's what I'm reading a lot of, especially people's dislike and disdain for TikTok's algorithm needing to be restored, and it's not fully to what it was, where the information isn't coming in the same.
Okay, well, I don't see it. I honestly never use TikTok. I never liked TikTok. I just got on it because of you. I always use Instagram and Facebook Reels because it matches more my algorithm.
Yeah,
it actually goes into Spanish and English.
Facebook can do more than a minute videos now.
Whoa. Our fans are going to be so happy.
We're going to play 1 minute, 2
you
second.
Think? Oh, I thought we were going to just upload the podcast.
I don't know if you can.
You probably can.
You probably can. Because there's a mini skateboarding documentary I saw yesterday.
Skateboarding?
I love skateboarding. On Facebook, all of my feed is just mainly skateboarding and extreme sports.
Mine is a lot of Latino stuff. A lot of Spanish stuff. Whatever I send you, it's funny.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. That's what I send you on Messenger because that's where I go.
But I saw one that was like 9 minutes long. And I'm telling you, vertical video's the future. Even though we haven't adapted, vertical video's the future.
Okay, yeah. Or just full screen.
Well, full screen vertical video.
That's stupid.
Okay, Bill Gates.
That's dumb.
You know how they say that he says that all the time? That's like, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
I mean, the man is smart.
Yeah.
He controls, like, what's weird about it is that he has a lot of farmland in the United States. Also in Nebraska. Isn't that weird?
Really?
Yeah, he owns a lot of farmland, and we're like, why?
Why?
I guess he likes cows or something.
That's strange.
Old Bill Gates? Was it Bill Gates?
Old Bill Gates had a farm.
Money, money, money.
And then more money.
Yeah, dude's rich. I think he makes like, what, a minute or second? He makes like $100,000 a second. Dude is rich.
No way.
Send us some money, Bill Gates.
That would be wild if that was real.
Imagine your name is Bill. Like money.
Well, technically William.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Why don't you just call him Will? Will Gates. Hey, I'm Will Gates. I'm his cousin. Hey.
Dude,
the Dementors.
According to Google's little AI assistant that helps you with
how much does he make a second?
This is
it's a lot. Check this out.
Between $117 and $319,000 per hour.
What? An hour? So how much does he make a second?
This is equivalent to between 10.95 million to 7.6 million per day.
Holy mackerels.
Per second. Make in a second. I wish I could spell correctly. $117 per second.
Oh, that would solve all my problems.
107.
He has way too much money.
$117.
Why do you need that much money, Bill? I mean, Will Gates.
Will Gates.
God, that's the only person I haven't seen with Trump yet. Is Bill Gates. I've seen the CEO of Amazon, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, but not Bill Gates.
Oracle.
Who's Oracle?
The
Warren Buffett?
No, homeboy from Oracle.
Oh yeah, he's met him, dude. All of them, but Bill Gates. What are you hiding, Bill? What's in Nebraska?
What are you hiding? Are you gonna present it, Bill? Is it gonna be a picture of you?
Are you gonna change your name to Will?
Will you?
William?
Will you change it?
Will.
I am.
You give me some money.
Little Bill.
Little Bill. No. Big bills. Big bills.
Big shiny bills.
Big. Wait, bills can't be shiny.
The little blue ribbon can on the hundreds.
Oh, that's not really shiny. That's more reflective.
It's shiny. Okay.
It's like saying that diamonds reflect. They don't. Oh no. They saying like diamonds are shiny, but they actually reflect light.
Anyways.
No. Don't do that.
Okay.
But the children love the ramen
Oh,
podcast.
ramen podcast.
There's like children are like, yeah, we do. We like it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching.
Thank you. Like and subscribe.
And like always, guys,
Keep it raw. We got
crudos hombres.
keep it raw.
You know the sounds just keeps going.
Oh.
I died a little bit. I gotta lie.
Oh.
Okay, I think we're good.
Inside. You died a little bit inside.